Hello, it's Ian Young here again with another somatic movement video showing you some of the key movements that we use to unwind the tension in our bodies using somatic movement. So today we're going to work with a movement called the flower, and we give the movements a name because it helps you to remember them. And the idea with somatic practice is not that you have to come to a class in order to change what's happening in your body. Class is a good place to learn the movements, but when it really starts to make differences is when you develop a regular home practice. So ideally you would be doing your movements daily, and that starts to unwind that tension from our busy modern lives. So anyway, the flower movement is particularly working on both the red light, the startle reflex, where we tighten in the front and we close in to protect ourselves. And we can be very habituated in this, so if you have shoulders that are rounded forward, your head's forward, you're probably quite tight in the front of the body. It also works on the green light, which is where we have a tight back of the body. So particularly if you're a go sort of person, where you've always got to get a million things done, you probably pull your shoulders back, you really try and get on with everything in life, and maybe you have a really tight lower back with a lot of discomfort in that area. So this is aimed at both of those, but it's particularly useful for that rounded forward with the shoulders forward, because we'll bring the shoulders into this movement as well. So it's a kind of natural progression from the Arch and Flatten movement in the previous video. So if you haven't watched that one, do watch that one first, because then you can really get that working well. And we actually continue to do the Arch and Flatten in the centre of this movement, and we add in the shoulders and the knees as well. So let's get involved with that. Let's start that now. So we're going to begin with the knees up, as we did with the Arch and Flatten, and we're going to just begin breathing deeply into the belly again, in through the nose, out through the mouth, sighing it out. Nice relaxed open throat helps to relax this whole area at the front of the body. So then we can start to do our Arch and Flatten, rolling the pelvis forward, arching the lower back, chin comes down to chest, and then as we sigh out, flattening in the centre, and the chin floats up. So as I say, that's our Arch and Flatten, covered in more detail in the other video, and we continue to do that, and then we're going to add in more things. So as we breathe out, we're going to squeeze the knees together. We're going to have the arms just a little way from the body, and then we're going to roll them towards the side of the body, press the backs of the hands into the side of the body, and the shoulders lift forward. Head stays down, but chin goes up. And then as we breathe in, relaxing those knees open, rolling the arms away, palms open towards the ceiling, and we feel the weight come into the shoulder blades, and we're rolling the pelvis forwards again as we're breathing in, tailbone comes down. So quite a lot to think about, but if you get the Arch and Flatten working first of all, and then we're just tightening everything in the front, you'll notice the chest sinks a bit as well as you roll the shoulders forward, squeeze the knees together, chin goes up, and then you let it all go. You find length in the front of the body, chest rises, and then there's a pause in between those two bits. You're neutral before them. We roll these arms open, press the shoulders down, roll the pelvis forward, and we're tight in the back of the body, contracting the back of the body, and then letting that go. Feel the length relax, and then there's somewhere halfway you're neutral in between these two, before the front of the body starts to tighten. You squeeze the backs of the hands in, the chin goes up again. So as you breathe in, it's that lower back arching that really triggers this, and we roll the arms open, and so you feel really tight. And notice you're also rolling over your feet. So if you, when you're standing and you feel like there's more weight on the inside edge of the feet, like there is now as we squeeze the knees together, that's very red light. That's the startle reflex, where you're short in the front of the body. And then as we breathe in, roll the arms open, open the knees, rolling onto the outside edge. So if, as you're normally standing in life, if you stand on a flat surface, ideally a solid surface with no shoes on, just notice where the weight tends to land in your feet. It can give you a big clue as to which of these reflexes is more often triggered in your body. I'm just going to pause that then, let the legs lengthen. And often when we do somatic movements, it's good to check in before you do them and after them, and just notice the difference. So yeah, I just feel like it's softer to breathe into my belly than it was before, and yeah, I just feel like the shoulder blades are a little bit flatter on the surface. So it's always useful to do that before and after, so that you can have this sort of reward mechanism. If you can notice how it's working, you can appreciate it, you can really feel like, oh, I know it works, I know it'll make a difference, I want to do it more. So that was the flower. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, like, subscribe and share. Thank you. See you in the next video.